Hi friend, how are you? If you still not subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updated technical and real life video. Thank you very much for watching and subscribing my channel and continuing supporting me and enhancing my knowledge by putting your valuable comments. Please continuing providing your valuable comments for enhancing my knowledge. So today my discussing topic is about Moore relay. So what is Moore relay? I have discussed today what is a Moore relay. Moore relay is a high speed relay and it is also called the admittance relay. So this relay operating by help of the two torque. One is the operating torque and other is the controlling torque or restraining torque. So in the operating torque is depend on the operating torque is obtained by the volt amp element, and the controlling element and restraining torque is depend on the voltage element or V square element. So it is also called the voltage control directional relay. And where this Moore relay has been used and its utilization, it has been used in the long transmissions line, and it's also called the angle impedance relay because it depends on the angle and its impedance is just increasing and decreasing by help of the angle. I will discuss to you by help of the RX diagram how the angle is deteriorating from the smaller value to the lower value or from the lower value to the smaller value. To understanding better, the torque equation is very important here. So let's discuss about the torque equation. What is the torque equation? So the torque, what is the total torque? The total torque is the torque of K1 V1 cos delta minus alpha minus K2 V square minus K3. K1, K2, K3 are the spring constant. Is called the spring constant. The spring has been used for the induction of the poles that has been connected with each other. When the Moore relay will be operated, when K1 Vi cos theta minus alpha greater than K2 V square, that means when the operating torque is greater than the controlling torque or restraining torque. So by help of this formula and by converting it to the admittance value, we will getting the value 1 by y cos delta minus alpha less than k. What is the k? K is the locus. K is the locus. We will discuss about the locus of a circle, and the value is z by cos delta minus alpha less than k. If we consider this value is m, so this is the value of the relay is calculating during the fault, and k is the locus. What is the k? We have drawn the RX diagram. This is the operating characteristics of the Moore relay and the RX diagram of the Moore relay. So if I am drawing the Moore relay in the RX diagram, this is the real axis, this is the imaginary axis. So we are getting the circle is just touching the origin of that particular RX diagram, because the relay is operating in one direction only, but in the other direction the relay will not be operated. As per the RX diagram is concerned, we are sure that this is the directional features, the natural directional features is there. That's why I am telling the voltage control directional relay. So friend, here is the locus. It's called the locus of the circle or the operating zone of the Moore relay. In between this zone, that means the Z is the impedance. It's also called the impedance. It depends on the impedance. So the total value of the impedance is ZR, and the value of the fault impedance or is the only Z. Then if the value is less than from the K, that means within the zone the relay will operate. This is the main funda of the Moore relay. I have also drawn the GB diagram. What is the GB? GB is called by help of the GB diagram we can define it the admittance diagram. So we have already learned in our graduation that G is the conductance and B is the susceptance. So what is the unit of the conductance and susceptance? So the unit of the conductance and susceptance is Siemens or mho. So it is very important. So Y equal to G plus JB. YG or J? J is the imaginary axis. So this is the imaginary axis. We are imagining that this has an axis, and we are providing a straight line that is touching the origins of the GB axis diagram, and we are getting the operating zone, and by help of the operating zone the relay will be operated. So by help of this K is the locus. So within the locus, if the value is within the range, then the mho relay will be operated. So K is the locus and M is the value of the value calculated by the relay when the fault will occur. So this relay will be affected in the arc resistance, highly affected by the arc resistance. What is the arc resistance? In our pictures here is our O, as this origin is the O. This is the generally OC. OC is the straight line, and from the OC straight line, when the fault is occurred, then the line is just shifting here because the AB is the arc resistance. So this arc resistance is within the zone, so the relay will be operated. In that case, the power swing less affected because within the zone, because the power swing because the zone is very small, so the power swing will not affect it properly. Here has the impedance angle of the protected line is normally 60 to 70 degree. 60 to 70 degree. Here the angle is 60 to 70 degree. It is the impedance angle of the protected line. So it is defined by that. So the mho relay is operating in the long transmissions line, or mho relay is suitable for EHV and UHV heavy loaded transmissions line, as its threshold characteristics in jet plane is a circle passing through the origin, and its diameter is ZR. Because of these, the threshold characteristics is quite compact, closing faulty area compactly, and hence there is lesser chance to operate during the power swing. And it's also the directional relay, because in that direction, if we draw a line in that direction, the relay will operate it, and in the opposite direction is not operated. So it is not the bidirectional relay, it is the directional relay. So friend, if you are interested to show my video, please subscribe my channel and share my channel with your friends, colleagues and whatever you can. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you very much.